So they'll be calling you a radical, so the cover-up goes in fucking earnest. The nuclear energy crime syndicate mob. So, Biden's done. I'm here to tell you. It's over for him. He made the fucking cardinal fucking sin. Literally. He made the sin yesterday. So I have lots of connections. We're going to talk this epic salmon collapse. It's epic. I mean, it's incredible. We're going to talk about this. I've been on the phone all morning. Couldn't sleep last night. I'm so stressed out. You know, they got me so hardcore kettled. And, you know, I talked to an old, beautiful activist from way back. And I'm like, well, you know, you haven't, nobody's heard a word from you for 6, 7 years. I can't handle it, Kevin. I says, yeah, that's Fukushima, isn't it? So I told her, I says, well, you know what I equate it to? You know, when I was young and I went to college in those days, we were required to take the psychology classes, all the great health classes. And I looked, those classes were so good. And I grew up in Utah. So I understood the dynamic. And they would really pour into sexual molestation of females. And especially here in Utah, it was so rapid and so the norm, and talked about it psychologically. And that's what I told her. I says, I equate Fukushima to that. Everybody intuitively knows. It's there. The Kevin Blanch's fucking lightning is out of the bottle. They can't put it back in, and they can't discuss it. They can't handle it. They can't have these conversations. She says, yeah, you're a rare bird that can just handle all reality, and it's hardcore. I says, yeah, I mean, I learned my lesson fighting cancer. I thought everybody fought. They don't. And so people can't handle this reality, that it's this fucking hardcore. So first we'll talk salmon numbers, then we're going to talk Rahm Emanuel versus Caroline Kennedy. So I've been on the phone. I have an army out there like you would not believe. I have an army in the Beltway like you, that's been developed because of my years at the Peace Vigil. I mean, I have an army fucking of people that leak me stuff, send me stuff, talk to me. You know, they'll never go on a camera or whatever. So the Rahm Emanuel situation, you're talking one of the most hated fucking people in the world by the left and right. You know, Black Lives Matters, which is AstroTurf, which was stole from Kevin Blanch, that's unarguable, was started. And I told you that Donovan Mitchell just put incredible bad karma on himself. When he wears a bulletproof vest and speaks at the Utah commencement speech and doesn't talk, and he's got a vest of everybody killed, yet he's Utah, and doesn't have one person here in Utah where it's the death via cop capital of the world. Karma on you, shame on you, motherfucker, who knows me personally, and he just, you know, he's, go ahead, because the top of the pyramid, it doesn't matter with cancer at Fukushima. So, it's pure fucking fuel. It's Hillary Clinton shit for the radical fucking right. But the problem with the right is Alex Jones, everybody, all the right wingers took off Fukushima too. How can they retake it on now? Because everybody's going to throw, well, wasn't your Lord and Savior in power for 4 fucking years and you just went all in more nuclear? They painted themselves into a corner. But the so-called progressive left, they hate this fucking guy. Black Lives Matter has control. They hate Rahm Emanuel. Rightfully so. He's fucking, but why would he be the ambassador? So the word is that it was going to be Caroline Kennedy again, and she's a hardcore anti-nuker. You know? Saga comes here, meets at fucking John Kennedy's grave behind Biden's back, just like I said, with Kamala Harris. And now Kamala Harris is an attorney, you know, Howard University, with Caroline. There's your power structure that's going on in the thing. Biden's a piece of shit. Biden's done. Biden won't make 4 fucking years. He just gilded in gold, cast it in concrete. He cemented his legacy. He's the triplets now. He's Obama. He's Trump. The Fukushima cover-up. So let's talk about this. And it doesn't matter how many views. This is for the big kids. So in Japan, the so-called radical right, which is called the Democratic, up is down, black and white, the so-called left, who's anti-nukers, had power on Fukushima. Khan was the PM. They forced him out. Obama, who's the cover-up kingpin, forced him out. And then the handoff with Trump, who's, fuck. Same old, same old, same old. They force him out and prop up Abe, the fucking piece of shit that he is. One of the evil, you're talking one of the evilest fucking wannabe emperors in history. In Japan, post-war, PM, couple years, that's it. Transition. That fucking party's been in power now for 10 fucking years. How's that possible? The U.S. Well, they know Abiy's sick. He magically appears and fucking spews his... I mean, that guy meets with Trump 18 fucking times. Cover up. Fucking MIT Media Lab. Fucking cover up. Fucking the whole thing. So, Saga, popularity rate, that creepy fuckers are so low, he's going to lose. The other party, the special, not special election, the regular election, September 14th. He's done. Here comes Rahm Emanuel to fucking try to pull the Okefenokee. My guess is they'll boogeyman North Korea something. They'll do something. There'll be an incident somewhere to fear Japan. Try to keep this vacuum they cover. But here's the thing. I couldn't even sleep last night because I'm like, 80 views. They've got me down to nothing. The left-right paradigm, the whole thing is just fucking fun. Everybody's Obama or their Trumpette, which they're fucking all creeps. Both parties are so creepy, it's unbelievable. They're fucking, it's imperialism. So, I finally come to my rational senses that it doesn't matter the power structure, doesn't matter the cover-up, doesn't matter really. The bottom line is the Pacific Ocean has collapsed fucking well over 95%. We don't get dead tide pools, though. Kevin Blanch does. I'll be back in California working tide pools at historic low tides on the 26th. We don't get dead humans in bone marrow. HIPAA laws. Cancer rates have spiked 38% post-Fukushima. The fires, all of it, just the cover-up of full blown-out meltdowns, the greatest ecologic catastrophe, well, the greatest event in human history. But the salmon, we count on those. The Columbia River spring Chinook salmon right now have 32,000 for the year. What? I mean, what's the date today? 13. By the way, it was 9 years ago yesterday. I had to do that praying and make the decision, which is the hardest choice of my life, to have the bone marrow transplant or not. Our little 4-year-old's having her bone marrow biopsy today. We're praying for her. So, and it was the hardest choice, and I made the choice not to have it. You know, and I think most people thought I would die. You know, here we are 9 years later, I'm alive. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. We go 5 years ago, now remember, Chinook the Kings, the hallowed beasts. They go to sea for 5 years. Record escapement, record returns. We go, right now, 5 years ago, we had 600,000. We have 30. Dying at sea, not dams, and they'll come out and tell you that. So now the hatcheries are reporting that they're so sick that they can't spawn. The eggs are deformed and sick. Whole Foods and one of the other big chains that packages the commercial salmon, the Pacific Wild, said they're having to change their machines because they're so skinny and so sick. You know, they dye them all, but they're so skinny and they're so sick, they're so small. You know, they don't look like that no more, do they? You know, the thing that it's been hard for me to wrap my mind around is the fact that everybody laughed at me. You know, I said, when it happens in 2016, because they go to see record returns, they're laughing. Everybody laughed at me. I said, when it happens, then you won't be laughing. So it's happened. Every single word I said for Hamlet, I could say, oh, curse and spite that I was ever born to sit. And I really mean that. Fucking, I told my grandma when I was a kid, I feel like I'm living the country and western version of Hamlet. She says, you've never seen Hamlet. I know. I says, I can see the future. You do know I can see the future. I remember telling her that when I was a little boy. I said, this reminds me of living in the south of France here in West Weber. You know, these trees. She says, you've never been there. I says, I don't know about that. I believe in quantum physics and elasticity. Well, I know it. I mean, I've been able to see the fucking future my whole life. And I'm telling you, for real. And play back the tape, Your Honor. So, economically, this, beyond a bubble, this is the biggest bubble in U.S. history. What happens in a bubble? Right before it collapses, it goes, whoa. Does it feel like 29 to you? The spending, the fucking cryptocurrency, the whole fucking psycho bubble fucking cycle. I mean, you could try to keep this dog and pony Biden in fucking... I mean, Biden committed the cardinal sin yesterday. And he's a Catholic? I don't think so. Fucking, well, of course, fuck. We know what that fucking whole nightmare is. The Vatican. Oh, God. Leah Patah and Balco. Fucking kick it over. Fucking Michelangelo on fucking chemo. I'm a fucking... My wet nurse came from a fucking family of Masons. Sculpt this, motherfuckers. This is the greatest story ever told in human history. Dead tide pools at your feet. I mean, oh, it's biblical. It's biblical. Fire on the mound. Oh, it's biblical. Rahm Emanuel? Japan? What? Biden just committed the cardinal sin. He went all in. He tripled down on the fucking greatest crime in human history. I know what happened in the Situation Room. I know. Word for word. I know. I know who you are, and I saw what you did, fucking Obama. Trump. Abe, Tomato. Snowden, what a con man. Snow job, what a sham that was. Why would he go to all that work in the bunker? He was in Japan. You do know that. Him and his pole swinger. Why would he fucking in the bunker, and why were they orchestrating? Hire PR firms. He knows. Snow job knows. Why would he hand the chip to Laura? The billion. She's a billionaireist. Billion. MIT media. MIT endowment's daughter. Just a bee went there. I mean, I've tried to get as much as out of this before they fucking kill me. You know? Oh, they've tried. You don't think they've tried? I've asked Trump to his face about Fukushima. I've asked fucking Bernie Sanders to his face about... I asked Mitt Romney from me to you about Fukushima. I've talked to Mike Lee. I've talked to fucking Senator Wyden. I've talked to Kamala Harris. Face to face, toe to toe. Barbara Boxer. Fucking Dianne Feinstein. I've talked to them. You know? This is the work that I've accomplished fucking while fighting for my life, giving 2 months to live. Kicked off medicated. You don't think you're in a bone marrow transplant center for 5 years with AML de novo OS with a marker of 40. It's an unsurvivable disease. Kicked off medicated. I have no safety net. I have no insurance. I have nothing. I didn't lose my house. I don't even have a car. I mean, some Mexican guys gave me an old beat up fucking car to fucking use. I don't know. Oh, it's biblical. Fucking, and everybody says, oh, it's wormwood or whatever written in the Bible. No, the Bible said that fucking the ocean collapsed 30%. It's collapsed 95%. These salmon numbers are fucking, it's the tell. The cover-up can go in earnest, but Biden's gone, well, of course, he was in the Obama administration, right? The fight within, I have good sources. I've been on the phone all morning with multiple people. They said people are freaking out already inside the fucking Biden administration. They're going psycho, including Kamala Harris, and including fucking Caroline Kennedy. Why would she not put the Japanese, ambassador? She already was. She's the one that had, because she's an anti-nuclear like her father. Not since a Catholic was in the White. This guy is fucking. I don't know. You know, the people say, well, they don't run it. The bullshit. Stand up. Well, we know what happens when you stand up. JFK blown away, John Lennon blown away. I mean, every single counterculture is dead. They're always dead. Nude descending down staircase, dead purple flu. Prince, there's no doubt in my mind Prince had cancer. He was self-medicated. He was a Jehovah's Witness. They don't do both transfusions. I mean, they had to park the plane, drive when he did his concert in Florida. They had to land it because he was in so much epic pain. This doctor rolls in, and then magically he's dead the next day. Who has no license to practice in the state of Minnesota. Michael Jackson, oh, I was just on Profilol. Okay, so was I. You know, you have to be guarded fiercely. I mean, who's got their catalogs? Fucking Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Fucking JFK, John fucking Lennon, Martin Luther King, I won't stop. How about all the original fucking members that turned into be Black Lives Matters, which was started by Kevin Blanch on the death of Daniel. It's unarguable that I started it, and the group that did start that, most of them are dead. The Ferguson, the Baltimore, the fucking DC in 2012 in Brooklyn, our group. When he got choked in Brooklyn, his daughter, she's dead. I go on and on and on, and you're going to, seriously, think about this. 3 women with a tank, and Donovan Mitchell with a fucking bulletproof vest. Yay. What karma these fucking, we just keyboarded a word. It's ours, and we showed up on mainstream media. We got Time Magazine. Really? Really? I was not born with these scars across my face. What a journey. Oh, cursed spite that I was ever born to set this fucking right. It's broke my heart into fucking million pieces. It's ruined my life. It's ruined all our lives. I can't believe it, the way it's played out. It's been an epic fucking decade. I think about the work that I've accomplished. I think about everything that I've done, and no reward. No reward. I've done my sentence, and I committed no fucking crime. You got fucking blood all over your face, literally. Go home, fuck it, my heart's failing, the chemo's on my heart valve, no fucking Mike Lee kicks me out, Medicaid. Go see your dentist, I collapse, fucking emergency open heart surgery, you got blood all over your face, you big disgrace, you flipping that tomato soup can all over the fucking place. Young man, hard man, fucking out in the street, holding that fucking banner, fucking take on the world someday. Huh. You big disgrace. Fucking flipping that tomato soup can all over the fucking place. Old man. I went from young to old in this decade. Literally. Was so young and vibrant. I still somewhat am, but wore me out. Fuck. It's wore us all out. It's punished us. The original Punisher goes after me. They hire these PR firms and these trolls, Edelman and Calgary. Fucking, I expose that they attack a guy while in critical condition. Walk the sea, everybody expecting me to die, including all the doctors. Kicked off Medicaid. Right when I'm due for emergency surgery, Mike Lee boots me the fuck. Mike. Well, I just found out my dad's a damn way. This is after he got caught fucking secretly trying to bring in the nuclear waste here. These are sick. Barack Obama. How about Beau Biden? Biden's own son. These are sick motherfuckers. Biden's a sick sociopath just like Obama. His mother a downwinder. Kansas paid a fucking heavy price down. They still are. Ask Rush Limbaugh. They all die of cancer young. He's a sociopath. Barack Obama and Rahm Emanuel were fucking killing young nuclear physicists all over the Arabic fucking theater. Their children, their wives. Who outed it? Haas Ray. Who's that? Obama's best buddy. We find out who the fuck we get this. We're going to get this guy whoever leaked this to the New York Times. He got convicted and sent to prison. He was on his way to prison. Obama pardoned him. Rahm Emanuel was not happy. Rahm Emanuel is the fucking top of the fucking pyramid. Him and fucking John Holden inside the situation. They're the ones that backed off the Navy from entombing Fukushima. They're the ones that fucking murdered those guys. These are hardcore, sick. Beau Biden was in Fallujah. They used phosphorus and depleted uranium. They carpet bombed the entire fucking city in Fallujah with fucking Wi-Fi. Carpet bombed the fucking place. Their own men! Their own men! I sit in the VA. The fucking amount of them that are dying of brain cancer fucking coming home is fucking alarming in their 30s. The nuclear energy fucking crime syndicate killed his own son, yet he supports the killers. Obama did it. Mike Lee does it. Fucking, well, I just found out my dad was... Which came first, the chicken or the egg? They can cover up, but they can play this fucking... Oh, it's biblical. These are historic times. This is the greatest event in human history, bar none. The Pacific Ocean collapses over 95% in a 10-year fucking period. And that's not a big deal to you? The fires across what? It's all Fukushima. It's a plasma. It's a gas that came across, which I named Futonium. Me oh my, Nobel. What do I get? Nobel Prize? What do I get? Thank you. What do I get? I get attacked. Maybe you can put me on a... Oh, it's biblical. Maybe they can... Anti-usury. Forgive them, for they know not what they... Oh, they know what they do. Maybe they can put me on a cross. You know? Oh, I've been on a cross for 10 fucking years. I've been fucking a cancer cross. Sleep and dream is all I crave. I travel far across the Milky Way. To this cancer master, I become a slave. I've always been able to see the future my whole life since I was a kid. I've denied it lots of times. I've always fucking been able to see it. Always. Einstein, Metalbron, Blanch. It's not, no, it's quantum physics. They broke the chain. They brought stars to the fucking Pacific Ocean. Bringing star power to Kamala Harris's mother. Kamala Harris's mom. JFK blown away. She was the epidemiologist at Livermore. That's how she got here to the U.S. Yeah, bringing star power to Livermore, California. That's where her mom worked. We are the champions, my friend. We'll keep on fighting to the end. In the name of Annika, they murdered her. In the name of my father, put in a cage in human lab rat and then a drafted, beautiful Marine. I don't forget. I'm not sliding with Biden. I'm not going to spit in my dead fucking son's fucking legacy. I know who killed him. I'm not going to be Kamala Harris. Well, we'll see with her. I'm not going to be Barry Antoinette Obama and fucking his own mother. I'm not going to be Mike Lee, his own father. I mean, I can go on and on. Not me. Not me. Fuck, it's called respect. It's called fucking dignity. Fuck, it's called fucking V. Vendetta? We don't forgive. We don't forget. Black Lives Matter, which was the fucking million mass march, was started on Fukushima. So was Occupy. It's called the Post-Ignorance Project. Fuck you, New York Times. You don't think I can see the future? I painted that in 94. You don't think that's Fukushima? The plume? Long before she was dead. Me and Robin Hood in the Pacific Ocean. We keep on fighting to the end.